Hey guys, I'm trying to recover from the WSU pay-per-view, the 5-year anniversary show that just happened on GoFightLive.tv. There's a lot to get through, and I'm gonna try to do it in the best I can. So if I miss any important details, I apologize. The commentators for this show are John Harder and Cindy Rogers, and I don't like to be mean. I really don't. If you know me well, I don't like to be mean. They need to work on their chemistry, because there were times where, like, they would talk and Cindy would laugh at something where maybe it was trying to be serious, and Harder would just say some stupid stuff. And it's like I said, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm really not trying to be mean. This is just a constructive criticism that they really need to work more on, commentating together. I'm sure as individuals commentating, they're good. And yes, I know Cindy Rogers retired from wrestling, but they really need to work on their commentary more. Okay, so now with that out of the way, the opening match of the show was a J-Cup qualifying match between Athena and Leva Bates. Leva Bates comes out dressed up like a Jedi, like Obi-Wan Kenobi or Yoda, and she's got lightsabers. A very cool entrance, and she even had the pigtails done. So that was a really cool entrance. This was a good opening match. A lot of wrestling. They did some hard hitting, but it's just really good wrestling by both women. And the end of the match comes when Athena goes to the top rope, hits, I guess it's a tornado DDT from the top rope, because Bates was standing in the middle of the ring. Athena goes to the top, she jumps off, catches Bates, hits her with a tornado DDT or an ace crusher. It just happened so fast, you couldn't tell what it was. 1, 2, 3, Athena wins. She qualifies for the J-Cup. The next match is Lexis against Rain, and this is not the last time you're going to hear Lexis's name. This was an okay match, but really good job done by both women, I thought. A job well done on the part of both women. Lexis got the win, and like I said, this is not the last you will hear of Alexis. Next up is a tag team match. Rick Cataldo, yes, it is a guy, Rick Cataldo and Isabel Suena against Jesse Brooks and Jenny Rose, who are now called Bones and Roses. Pretty clever name for a tag team. First time as a tag team, they call themselves Bones and Roses. Pretty good, clever name. Now, Rick Cataldo dresses, I swear, if you saw this, Rick Cataldo looked like Boy George. He really did. I mean, it was scary. It was scary that he looked like Boy George. The match, it's a good tag match, and you can really tell that Brooks and Rose have very good chemistry. I think they're going to be a good tag team in WSU. I really do. The match ends when Jenny Rose goes to the top rope, hits a crossbody block on Cataldo. 1, 2, 3, Bones and Roses win. Then our next match is Jennifer Cruz against Becky Bayless. Now, Jennifer Cruz's story to this, and this was a good job, I thought, by the commentators. I thought they did a good job for somebody like myself who's never seen a WSU pay-per-view before. Jennifer Cruz said she will not lose a match in 2012 in WSU. That's a good storyline right there. You know what? That's something I think, maybe somebody in WWE or TNA, any promotion, could come up with. You just don't think of it. Somebody saying, I'm going to win every match I'm in this year. This was just a meh kind of match, but it does have a very good ending. Becky Bayless tries for a sunset flip. Cruz blocks it, and as the referee is counting, Cruz puts both her hands up on the ropes for the added leverage. Jennifer Cruz gets the win. She stays undefeated in WSU. Then we get a very interesting match. Tina San Antonio against Marty Bell. They were a tag team, and one night they just broke up. They had, all these disagreements, and they broke up. This was a good match. I really liked how they told the story, setting up to it, and during the match, I thought this was good. I liked how San Antonio focused on the leg of Marty Bell. I thought this was a good match. The ending was good. Tina San Antonio puts the figure 4 leg lock on Marty Bell, and Marty Bell makes the ropes. And then as San Antonio's trying to go for a move, Marty Bell gets her in a small package, 1, 2, 3. Marty Bell gets the win. But after the match, Tina San Antonio clobbered her from behind. Then the next match. Holy crap, was this match off the chain. Allison Kay and Sassy Stephanie against Alicia and Brittany Savage, Uncensored Rules tag match. Now, it was mentioned during the show that whoever won this match would be the #1 contenders to the WSU tag team titles. This match was just crazy. These girls really busted their ass in this match. They went through doors, they used chairs, barbed wire was used, handcuffs were used. They did just about everything in this match. This was a really good match. The end of the match comes, Brittany Savage is handcuffed, and they put Alicia through a door. I'm not kidding. They put her through a door. And then Sassy Stephanie hits Brittany Savage with her finishing move called Kiss My Sass. And Allison Kay and Sassy Stephanie are now the #1 contenders to the WSU tag team titles. So I figured at this point, okay, we got to have intermission. Boy, was I wrong. No intermission. Not one intermission, not one break. And I'll talk about that a little bit later. So the next match is the WSU tag team titles. The Soul Sisters against Lexis and a mystery partner. The deal is Amber, Lexis's tag team partner, left the business. Said she had to deal with personal demons, which, like I said, I totally respect. So Lexis calls up the ring announcer. Her name is Destiny. She's a middle-aged woman. She tells Destiny, all you do, stand in that corner, you make me look pretty, I'll win the match. You just stand in the corner. So basically, Lexis is going in this match by herself. And she does a good job. She really does. And I was really impressed with the Soul Sisters. They're a good tag team, watching them for the first time. I thought they were good. I really liked how this match ended. The referee gets knocked out. And I want to say this for the record. The referee is the only referee of the entire show. Johnny Q, I think, was his name. He is the referee for every single match. If it was a small independent promotion, I'd understand. If this was a DVD recording, I'd understand. This is a pay-per-view. A pay-per-view. You have people who, like myself, who paid $15 for it, and you only have one referee. I mean, if there was a transportation situation or a family emergency, I understand, and I'm not bashing. But as a promotion who's been around for 5 years, you have to have some kind of a backup plan where, in case this one referee doesn't come, hey, I got this other referee ready to go just in case. They only had one referee. So anyway, the one referee gets knocked down. So all the women are knocked down in the ring except Destiny. And Destiny's just standing there like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Out of the blue, here comes Tina San Antonio running into the ring, covering one of the Soul Sisters. The referee gets his senses back together. 1, 2, kick out. So Lexis starts getting her sense together. She sees Tina San Antonio. They have an argument. So Lexis goes out of the ring for a second, double knock and knocker. Lexis tags herself in. Meanwhile, Marty Bell comes out. She pulls Tina San Antonio out of the ring, out of the match, and they fight to the back. And then Lexis gets pinned. 1, 2, 3. New WSU Tag Team Champions in the Soul Sisters. So as Jaina and Latasha are having a speech, here comes Allison Kay and Sassy Stephanie. And they said, we're the #1 contenders. We're not going to wait. We want the belts. We're challenging you right here, right now, for the tag team titles. And then after a brief conversation with her partner, Jenna says, I've been in this business 8 years. I've never backed down from a fight. Let's do it. So we get an impromptu WSU title match. So you're paying more, you're getting more for your money. And for all four, this was their second match of the night, although Allison Kay and Sassy Stephanie had the more brutal match of the two. This was a decent match. And I'm not going to bash either four of them, because Kay and Stephanie had a hell of a fight earlier. The Soul Sisters just had a match. And now you're asking all four to go one more time. The finish comes when Allison Kay puts a submission hold on Latasha, and Latasha taps out. Sassy Stephanie, Allison Kay are the new WSU Tag Team Champions. So within a span of a half hour to 45 minutes, the tag team titles changed hands twice in one night. That's pretty cool. So now we go to our other J-Cup qualifying match. Annie Social against April Hunter. These two girls are friends. They're both from the same area. This was a fun match. At one point, and I kid you not, I honest to God, kid you not, April Hunter, and I know you guys are not going to believe me, but this honest to God happened. April Hunter grabs Annie Social by the boobs and snapmares her to the other corner. It was a snapmare takedown by the boobs. It was absolutely great. It was great. It was, how many times are you going to see that? I bet you won't see that on Raw or SmackDown. I highly doubt you'll see it on Impact, even if they did it on Angelina Love with, her Skeletor body and really fake bazongas. But the end of the match came real quick. April Hunter puts on the Regal stretch on Annie Social, pardon me. And Annie Social, she's tapping. And I swear, I wish I had my own, dumb comment award song here. Because, John Harder goes, is she tapping? Clearly she's hitting the mat. That means she's tapping. Clearly she's hitting the mat. That means she is tapping if she is in the ring, you dumbass. April Hunter wins despite what I thought at the time was the stupidest comment I've ever heard. Wait till we get to the main event. Then you will hear the stupidest comment I have ever heard on a wrestling telecast. So April Hunter gets the win. She goes to the J Cup. Then they do a quick promo for the next internet pay-per-view, which is the Uncensored Rumble. And I do want to tell you guys this right now. The date is Saturday, June the 16th, back at the same building in Long Island on Deer Park at the NYWC Sportatorium. If you can't be there, go FightLive.tv. Cheap plug. So now we go to the main event. Jessica Havoc against Mercedes Martinez. Champion versus champion, title for title. Oh boy, that WrestleMania 6 feeling is back again. But this isn't WrestleMania 6. So, for those of you who don't know, Mercedes Martinez, WSU Women's Champion, has been champion for 3 years. The longest reigning champion in wrestling to date. Against Jessica Havoc, who has not lost a singles match in WSU in 2 years. Something has to give. And this was unbelievable. This was just an absolute crazy-ass fight. Yes, they had moves, but this was just insanity galore. And they used the broken doors, they used chairs, they used tables. They even went to, Yolanda and the Gimmicks table. Yolanda, I hope you and Killer Kyle survived. Give me free merch. I had you on my show. I'm plugging you here. No, but anyway, back to the review of the match. This was just a great, great fight all over the place. They even break the wall at one point. And then, the stupidest statement, the stupidest announcing moment in the history of wrestling occurs. John Harder, while describing Jessica Havoc as she's in control in the crowd, says, this Jessica Havoc, she is a psychotic son of a bitch. I'm letting you take this in. He called her a son of a bitch. She's a woman. She's a woman. You do not call a woman a son of a bitch. That's all referred to us guys. Holy crap. And my poor mother upstairs, who's listening to this review, is probably wondering if I'm okay. I am. I'm just taken back by the idiocy, the idiotic comment by John Hart. And he messed up Cindy Rogers' nickname too. She is the definition of technician. He calls her the definition of technicalism. Holy shit. Okay, I gotta get back to this match. Because the ending is great. Jessica Havoc hits a panic attack in the ring. 1-2, no. Then Mercedes Martinez hits the Fisherman Buster. 1-2, no. So the table, this is the third table that's used in this match, by the way. Set up in the corner. Havoc and Martinez are on the top rope. They're fighting. Martinez hits a move. I couldn't quite tell because of the camera angle. Both women go through the table. So you'd figure Havoc took the brunt of the fall. Instead, she put her arm on Martinez. 1, 2, 3. Jessica Havoc beats Mercedes Martinez to win the WSU Women's title, end the 3-year reign of Mercedes Martinez as champion, and the Midwest Militia, Jessica Havoc, Allison Kay, Sassy Stephanie, have all the belts in the WSU. And that is how the 5th year anniversary show comes to an end. Let me have a drink. So, what did I think of this show? First time WSU pay-per-view I've ordered. If you ignore the stupid commentary of John Harder and the commentary team, like I said, they need work. They need some work. I'm not going to lie. This was a good show. This was a good show from top to bottom. There really wasn't a bad match on the show. The best matches, number one was the main event. Havoc and Martinez busted their ass. And I'm telling you right now, I feel bad for those two. Because here's a match that got hyped really good. Title versus title. One of them's going to leave with both belts. And I feel so bad for them because the moves that they were hitting, the crowd just really wasn't into it. It was like they were sitting on their thumbs. It was like, oh, she went through a door. Oh, they went through a table. Oh, they're coming our way. Let's go. I felt bad for them. I really did. That crowd, I know they had to be in it. They had to be in that match. But there was no expression, no feeling, no ovation, no nothing. And I felt really bad for them. But this was a hell of a match. Havoc and Martinez is the best match. The Uncensored Rules tag match was the second best match. The third best match, I have to go with Athena and Leva Bates. Although the April Hunter anti-social match almost gets the third just because of the snapmare boobplex by April Hunter on the anti-social. All in all, I'm going to give this show a thumbs up because the action in the ring and out of the ring overdoes the stupidity of John Harder. I mean, if you could make an island of the worst commentators today, John Harder and Don West and basically anybody in WWE except William Regal, Matt Stryker, Scott Stanford, and possibly Josh Matthews are on that island. It was terrible. But all in all, 10 matches, really good show, worth the $15. The replay should be coming up within the next 24 to 48 hours. So if you didn't get the pay-per-view, watch the replay of it. It is a good show, although I will warn you, there is no intermission, so you really have to be prepared well for that. So that does it for my review of WSU's 5th year anniversary show with perhaps the worst commentating of all time. But, like I said, the action from top to bottom was really,